Fabulang. Learn English with stories. A very tasteful green. A story for learners of English at C1 level. Andrew's new house was located on a quiet street in an expensive part of the country. He'd saved for years so he could move there. The house wasn't big, and it needed redecoration, but he was delighted to leave his old neighbourhood behind. In the first week, Andrew asked several decorators to give him a quote, but their prices were far too high. He wasn't sure what to do next.
Andrew, this isn't your old town anymore,
he thought.
People are nice here. You can ask your neighbour for advice.
So he knocked on his neighbour's door.
"Welcome to the neighbourhood,"
said the man.
"I'm Bob. Come in."
Bob looked about 60. He had a kind, wise face and a gentle voice. Andrew liked him immediately. Bob brought Andrew a cup of tea and some biscuits, and they sat down in Bob's lounge.
"This is very kind of you,"
said Andrew.
"My previous neighbour never even said hello to me."
They talked for a little while before Andrew mentioned his difficulty with the decorators.
"That's why I decided to decorate myself,"
said Bob.
"You decorated yourself?"
Andrew said with amazement, looking around. Everything in the house looked very fashionable and new. The walls were smooth and flawless.
"I love this green colour you've chosen,"
said Andrew.
"It's very tasteful. Would you mind if I chose something similar in my house?"
"Of course not,"
said Bob.
"I'm flattered. In fact, I've got a bit of that paint left in the garage. Would you like it?"
"Are you sure?"
"Absolutely."
Bob thought for a moment.
"How about this? I'll come and redecorate your house for you. I don't mean for free. I'll charge a small amount. I could use some extra money. But you know what it will look like, and I enjoy the work."
Andrew was delighted. People really were much kinder here. He accepted Bob's offer straight away. The next day, Bob knocked on Andrew's door. He was carrying 2 cans of green paint.
"We'll need 4 more cans,"
Bob explained.
"Take these, and I'll go to buy them."
"I'll give you the cash,"
said Andrew.
"How much?"
Bob told him the price.
"I see. That's expensive paint."
"It is,"
Bob agreed.
"That's why it looks so nice."
Andrew nodded and gave Bob the cash. Bob drove away. Andrew sang a song while he laid plastic sheets on the floor in all the rooms. At lunchtime, he made a sandwich and he sat on the floor to eat it. Bob didn't return in the afternoon, but Andrew didn't want to hurry him. Bob was doing him a big favour. But when the sky grew dark and Bob still hadn't come, Andrew became concerned.
He seemed quite old.
Andrew thought.
What if he's fallen over?
He rushed over to his neighbour's house and knocked on the door. The light turned on, and the door opened. A woman opened the door.
Yes,
She said,
Oh, hello.
said Andrew.
I'm looking for Bob.
me too.
Said the woman.
I paid him to redecorate my house while I was on holiday. He's drunk all my tea and eaten all my biscuits, but my walls are still that disgusting green.
Thanks for listening to this story from Fabulang. There are even more stories at www.fabulang.com. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified when there are new stories to practice with. The end.